On my Excel Trainer website, I have about 300 tutorials, and last week I needed to get a list of them. I needed the date each tutorial was published, along with the titles and URLs, and I needed the list to be in Excel. I also needed it to be easily updatable, so if I added or deleted a post on the website, or I changed the title or URL, the Excel file would get updated without me doing it manually. Because my website runs on WordPress, it was quite easy to do. Now, before I go any further, I don't want to waste anyone's time. This video covers how to connect Excel to WordPress on Windows. Although I believe it is possible to connect Excel to WordPress on a Mac, I'm not covering that in this video. With a traditional website, each page is a separate HTML file, but with WordPress, everything is stored behind the scenes in a database, and this database is stored on a server that's managed by the company that hosts my website. The type of database that WordPress uses is MySQL. So basically, I needed a way to pull data from a specific table in the MySQL database into Excel. And in this video, I show you how to do it. In the video description, you'll find a link to a PDF. The PDF contains instructions for downloading and installing the MySQL ODBC connector software and creating an ODBC connection to the database. Without going through these steps, you can't connect Excel to the database. I'm in a new Excel file and I'm going to select Data, Get Data, From Other Sources, From ODBC. From the DSN drop-down, I'm going to select the entry that represents the ODBC connection that I set up earlier, which I called the Excel Trainer Demo Database, and then click on OK. I'll then make sure that I'm on the database option on the left-hand side, and I need to enter the username and the password to get access to that database. That information can be obtained from the control panel of my website hosting company. And once I've filled that information in, I click Connect. I need to select the name of the database, which in this example is that one there. And again, I would get that information from the control panel of my website hosting company. And if I click the little drop-down arrow just to the left of the database name, it presents me with a list of tables that are in that database. I'm going to select the name of the table that has posts in it. Each row in this table represents a post or a page on my blog. Having said that, the posts table contains a lot more data than I actually need in Excel. So before I load the data into the Excel worksheet, I'm going to go through a data cleaning process, which basically means tidying up the data, removing any unwanted rows and columns, fixing formatting issues, basically making sure the data is in a usable state. And I do that using the Power Query Editor. And I open the Power Query Editor by clicking Transform Data at the bottom of this dialog box. The posts table in the WordPress database stores many different kinds of record, and I'm only interested in the ones where post status is publish and post type is post. So I need to apply a filter to only include those. So I'm going to find the post status column, which is there, and apply a filter to only include the ones where it's set to publish. And I'm going to find the post type column, which is over towards the right, I think, there it is. And I only want the ones there where the post type is post. Now that I've done that, I need to select the columns, and I only need 3 columns: the post date, the post title, and the post name. The post name is part of the URL, which is why I want that column. So I'll click on Home, choose Columns, untick all the columns and tick post date, post title and post name and click OK. The next thing to do is to change the data type of the post date column to be date rather than date time. To do that, click the little icon just to the left of post date and change it to date. Then I want to sort the table into descending order by post date, so the newest post is at the top. If you want the oldest post at the top, choose ascending. But either way, click the drop down arrow to the right of post date and choose, in my case, sort descending. To get the URL of each post, I need to tag https://theexceltrainer.co.uk/ onto the beginning of each entry in the post name column. To do that, select the post name column and click Transform and then Format and Add Prefix. And the prefix I want to add is https://theexceltrainer.co.uk/ and it's going to stick that at the beginning of every entry in that column. So I'll click on OK. I can widen that column a little bit so you can actually see everything. Finally, and this bit is optional, I'm going to rename the columns to be post date, post title and URL, but I'm going to remove the underscores and capitalize the first letter of each word. So post date, post title, and I'll just call that one URL. All I did there was double click the heading and just typed in a new heading. I'm just going to scroll down the list all the way down, and at the bottom there is an extra row that we don't need. I don't know why that's in there, but it needs to be removed. So what I'm going to do is go up to the post title heading, go to the drop down just to the right of it and untick blank and click OK. So at this point I'm done. I've got the data exactly how I want it. To get it into the worksheet, I click on File and then Close and Load To. And I want to load it into sheet 1, starting at A1. So I'll choose Existing Worksheet, leave it set to A1 and click OK. Excel creates a table that contains the information I requested. It's popped up this Queries and Connections panel on the right, which I can actually just close down. And every time I make changes to my blog, whether it's adding a new post, editing the title or URL of an existing post, or deleting an existing post, I simply open up this Excel file and click on Data Refresh All. And what that does is it pulls in the latest post details straight from the WordPress database and then automatically cleans up the data for me. So I'm left with the new data in this format. And that's it. I now have an Excel-based blog post tracker that can be updated with just a couple of clicks. Well, I hope the video helped you out. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like more Excel tips and tricks, check out my website at theexceltrainer.co.uk. As always, thanks for watching. And if you're watching this video around the date it was released, which is the end of July 2025, I'm taking a little break from making YouTube videos. So I'll see you in September. But until then, have an excellent day.